It looks like we're back, and we're back,
And we're back,
and we're back,
and we're back.
Yeah, we're back.
Oh, it's good.
It feels pretty good to be back once again, everybody.
Hello.
That was a huge spray off of that.
That was really good. That was really nice.
ridiculous.
I'm really glad you did that.
I'm actually very glad that I did that. Welcome back, everybody, to the
Welcome
cHaSe
the
is
fuck
Dead
back.
podcast. As always, we're your hosts. My name's Nick.
And per usual, I'm Phil.
And this is going to be a twofer in one day because
Twofer
we haven't
in
had a
one
chance to
day.
release our album. And here's the thing, guys. If you watched episode 18, you probably realized, like, oh my God, guys, you know, both Donda and Certified Lover Boy came out. What are you guys talking about? Well, guess what, bitch? We're going to cover it today.
I'm talking about it today.
Phil's going to talk about it today.
I'm going to talk about it today.
He's going to talk about it today.
Oh, today.
So, guys, we got some good stuff to talk to you about. Phil's going to be talking about Donda and Certified Lover Boy.
both
as
at the
promised.
same
gonna talk about
time.
both
They're
at
gonna
the
double
same
team me. I'm gonna get double teamed.
Wait, that's not what we're talking about.
I'm getting
Phil.
double teamed by Kanye
you're
and
not,
Drake.
though.
Both
I
of
said
them at
you're
the
not,
same
though.
time. That was
That was actually
moderately
not bad.
good, actually.
That was actually not that bad. I'm not gonna lie.
That was pretty good.
Well, Phil, I have really missed being back. I'm just setting up a few things here on my computer. Wanted to get some stuff ready to go for us here. But it's good to be back once again.
It's good to see you.
It's good to see you as well.
You know, guys, honestly, outside of this podcast, now that we don't live together, we
Yep.
really don't see each other that much.
It's hard, man.
So, you know,
It sucks.
it's
always
nice
good
to. We're
it's
both
good to
working
chill.
like motherfuckers.
Dude, I know. We're both
we
trying
work
to
like
just get the
crazy,
money.
both of us.
Dude, all the time. All day,
Literally
all week.
all the time. I'm either like at home not doing anything or I'm working. That's literally all I do
That's it. I'm doing the same
at my
thing.
like two different jobs. like,
Exactly.
and then
That's
we
it.
have like film like shoots every once in a while.
Every now
that
and
we
then.
go to.
Yep. And that's it.
That's
dude.
about it. That's
Yeah,
kind of
we gotta
all
start-
we do.
we gotta start chilling
We're by definition workaholics.
I know. We need to stop.
We only see each other for work
Dude,
or
we need
to yeah.
we need to get a chill session
Yeah,
there. That's
absolutely.
not just talking about music and
I
people
agree.
that we don't like on this podcast.
I agree.
But yeah. It's an interesting time. It's definitely a busy time, but I'm hoping that New York stays open and we don't go back
Yeah,
in
dude, we're
to another
close.
lockdown, because if we do, I'm going to cry and scream like I think most other people
I might
will
just
as
move back
well.
to Texas, honestly,
There's
if it
also
happens.
a cat right above us.
Hello.
Hello, little cat.
She'll just be watching us for a little bit, and then you'll see
Just
her
for a little
leave.
while.
So,
That's all.
Be
That's,
pretty
That's
fun.
it. Just a little bit.
well, it's good to be back. I hope y'all are doing well. Honestly, I
It
just,
really is.
we missed y'all.
Yep.
We miss doing
it really
this.
Is.
We love doing this. It's
Yep.
just, it's been pretty shitty not being able to
It
recently.
really has been.
So,
and
it's nice to be back.
Yep, falling behind definitely sucks.
Yeah, always
so
sucks.
We're really gonna try. I promise you guys to try and get it out as consistently as possible. It's just finding the time and then getting the edits out during the week. It is sometimes rather difficult because like we could just film this and like sync the audio and do the intro and outro graphic, but like I think that doing those like animations and the other things like that really adds to it. Like I think
It makes it our
really
show. It
does.
makes us unique.
Yeah.
It's fun for us because being a team of audio and visual,
Yeah.
like we like to put both sides and like both put really good effort into both sides. Like,
Exactly. So
I do a lot of cleaning for it and like cuts and everything I need to. And
Yeah.
then also like sometimes I used to sit with Nick while you would edit
Yep.
and just like
Go through.
and we would go through it and be like, oh, that should be something funny. We should put
Exactly.
something there, like
Put
a
a
picture
graphic
there,
there.
a graphic there,
Yep.
like, or we should like make a graphic, just stuff like that. And like,
Exactly. So, it just we're not trying to like complain by any means. It's just more of the fact that like it does take some time to edit each episode. So that's why we do it, to try and give you guys the best show as possible
Yeah.
every single time.
absolutely.
But
Sorry.
yeah,
If you
yeah.
saw me laughing just now, it's because our dark entity,
Yes.
shadowy entity, is
Trying
trying,
to
her
wrangle this
best to
cat.
wrangle this cat
This
from not
ridiculous
getting onto
cat.
our set.
This ridiculous.
Grab her by the
cat.
nape. Just grab her
Yes.
like a mama cat.
Oh my goodness, she's just causing an entire wreckage.
Oh,
now.
good. It's been good.
It's
We're having
ridiculous.
fun.
We're having a great time.
We're having fun. We're having fun.
She's a ridiculous cat.
So,
So you
what
wanna
do you want to
dive-
get into
I mean,
first?
do
you
you
want to do
wanna-
albums? What do you want to do?
do you want to dive right into talking about Donda, Certified Lover Boy?
Yeah, fuck yeah, I'll talk
Dude,
about
let's
it,
talk
dude.
about it. Dude,
Man, it's literally the only things I've been listening
Really
to for the last,
quickly.
like, since they both dropped.
Before you dive in, I just found this out today. So I think I talked about it last time, talking about the Donda chant, and I
Yeah.
just learned today. I don't know if this is true. It
Oh,
could
I
just
know
be
you. I know
something
what you're gonna
online
say. I know what you're gonna say.
about like what it is
Yeah,
and what
it's
it
her heartbeat.
represents.
It's her final heartbeat.
Final heartbeats, and there's 58 times that he says, or the woman who's chanting says her name to represent that she died at 58. So it was one for every year of her life. It's
Yeah.
like, dude, that's pretty crazy when you put it in that context.
Pretty cool.
Like, I mean, it is much cooler than just what I thought, which was just, some rhythmic
Donda,
bullshit
Donda,
that he was trying to put out.
Donda.
So I
Donda,
got to give
Donda,
props to
Donda,
Kanye, because that is insane. How the fuck?
Donda.
I think that you asked this question. How the fuck did he know what her last heartbeats
was
were
there.
like, though?
He was there.
I thought that she died on the way to the hospital.
No. She died of complications the next day after.
No, I know that she didn't die from surgery, but I thought that, like,
I mean,
she
someone
was
probably
not-
recorded it.
I thought that she was not breathing, because there's like the 911 call that
Yeah.
got leaked, and like when you hear it, like the woman, like everyone, and the woman who ends up getting hysterical and like having
Could also
a
just
panic
be
attack.
symbolic.
Yeah, like, I think that they said like she wasn't breathing,
Yeah.
and that her heart stopped, and they were trying to get them to do CPR, and they weren't doing it for some reason. So
Yeah,
like
that's weird.
I thought that she was pronounced like DOA at the hospital, but I could totally be wrong. I just thought that she
I
had
honestly I
passed.
didn't look into
Maybe they
that because
revived
like
her.
it's such a
they
complicated
revived her,
issue
I
to
don't
me
know.
because like knowing the backstory of why she was already going through surgery and how she got there,
That's pretty crazy.
it's very complicated because it's like, dude, like,
Shouldn't have done it.
I mean, obviously, I respect however he needs to grieve
Of course.
doing it this way.
Dude, it's your fucking mom.
Yeah. But when he used to go on like rants about the people that killed his mom, and it's like, well, I mean, you're one of
I
those
don't know
people.
Yeah, exactly.
You know what I mean? So it's like,
it's pretty fucked
I felt
up.
like I didn't feel like the anger was misplaced. You know
No.
what I mean? Or like unjust, but it
No.
was like, I don't know.
Yeah.
I think, I mean,
Gotta
obviously
take some
it was probably,
accountability.
he was a man in mourning, a person in mourning.
Yeah.
And like,
I mean, dude,
was
again,
probably unable to accept the fact that he
It's-
signed the ticket for his mom's death.
it's your mom.
And I'm guessing that like when he went through that whole like I forgive these people phase and like that he was talking about publicly and everything, I think it was hopefully the precursor to him in his own personal life and his own private time forgiving himself as well. I hope he forgives himself.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
You'd hope so.
You
It's a
you
lot
hope
to
that
carry,
he forgives himself in
a lot
some
to
way.
carry
Yeah.
for your entire life.
It's
for
fucked
sure.
up.
Yeah. You let that weigh on you.
Yeah.
So I mean, Donda, what'd you think?
I
What
thought
do
it
you
was
think?
great.
Really? You thought it was great? Like just
Honestly,
like great.
Yeah, I really do. To come back from what he was fucking putting out was
Jesus is
just
king.
what? Oh, yeah, thank you. Here's the first one, right? Donda. That's Donda. That's gonna be really fun for you.
It's gonna be fun. Yeah.
Yeah.
I can't wait for that one.
That's what it looks like, and
Donda.
that's where it went.
Just black album.
Just a
cover.
black square.
Yep. Just black.
With
square.
it, the explicit warning.
Yep.
Pretty good.
Parental
Honestly,
advisory.
kind of cool. But did you see? First off, before I get back into the whole thing, did you see what Childish Gambino said about it?
No.
He was like, glad I could be inspirational, and he just posted like a picture of like the Donda album. It's just black, and his was all white. The one that was a 3/13/20.
Oh yeah.
Or whatever.
Yeah.
That's so funny to
That's
me.
so
Just
good.
being like, glad
I
I could
love
be
that.
inspirational. That's like, it's like, well, guys, you also weren't the first to do that, right? Like,
well played.
yeah. But I just think it's funny.
Well played, sir. Well.
He was just
played.
like-
extremely witty.
just
I
like,
like it.
Kanye bit my thing. So funny.
Why did Kanye buy my
Um,
album cover?
I don't know. I thought this album compared to what he was doing and what he put out was like it's good and like I don't
Certainly
know
above
like
Jesus is King. For
yeah,
sure.
that's for fucking sure.
That is for sure.
I don't know. Honestly, like I listened to this and it took me a couple of rounds, right? It definitely took me a couple of rounds before I was like, okay, I understand. And like I really, really soaked in. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Because there's always a story. And what I hate about a lot of music listeners these days, and yeah, I'm
These
gonna
day,
I'm gonna be this guy for a second because
Day.
like albums are meant to be listened to in the order that they're put there, right? There's a reason it's put that way, so fucking follow it. Especially
or don't, or you can just listen to it whenever you want to.
No, fuck you. We can't be friends if you do that shit. And if you watch this and you consider us friends, no more, no mas. Anyways, I
Chase
just like
Dead podcast telling you how to listen to music since 2021.
fuck you
Fuck you.
because like, dude. When
No,
you
I
watch a
know.
movie,
No, no,
you
dude, I
don't
know.
watch
I'm
the fucking scenes
I'm
in
just fucking
shuffle.
with
No,
you.
I'm getting mad at them. I'm not mad at you. I'm getting mad at these guys. These whatever gender you want to be. I don't
It
give a
cuts to
shit.
some guy just like sitting on his computer, just like, well, I don't really feel like.
Well, I
listening
just
to
think
them.
that I should be able to
I just
listen
think I
to it
should
and
listen to
whatever
it
over. I
whenever
mean,
we-
they're just songs. You
Hey.
know what I mean?
Put your mask on and go to Trader Joe's, you fucking piece of shit.
You fucking stupid
You
piece of
stupid
shit.
idiot.
Eat some shit, you fucking stupid
Yo,
bitch.
eat some shit, you fucking stupid bitch.
Just kidding. Just kidding.
Dude.
Uh,
Little Bits. Go eat at Little Bits.
go eat there.
It's a great place.
Anyways,
it was.
you don't
know,
watch
won't
a
get
movie
caught in your lips.
with the scenes in shuffle because that makes no sense, right? Right? So don't do it with an album.
Yeah.
I don't know, man. It makes no sense to me.
Yeah.
You don't look at art with all the fucking colors shifted around, do you? I mean, unless you're colorblind, and that's on you.
Yo, fuck the colorblind. You hear me on this? You wanna take me on this? These motherfuckers walk around, they can't see red and shit. They
What's
can't see
your
my
green
favorite
look like,
color
huh?
Shit.
What's your green look like, idiot?
You put on the colorblind test and you're like, yo, check out this shit. Well, you can't see this?
Which ones look the same?
Fucking
Point them
loser.
out so I can yell at you.
God. Stupid colorblind
Stupid
incel.
bitch. I hate the colorblind.
Oh my god, dude.
I don't hate the blind.
Throwing
The
some-
colorblind.
Throwing some huge accusations out there.
I almost said something that I would have had to bleep out, and I'm not gonna say it. I was used.
Let's play a game
You remember-
today. What was Phil gonna say? It was probably something crazy.
I will say it one time. And
What
bleep
is it? I can't wait for you to bleep all this out.
I'm not saying it.
Come on.
I got you. I teased
Come
your
on,
ass.
come on.
huh?
Say it one
No,
more.
I'm not saying it.
Because then you can bleep it out. Say it. Come on. Let's
I was
hear it.
gonna say. So I was gonna say like, oh, I'm prejudiced against people who are colorblind. I'm a, but that's an actual hateful person, and I'm just an idiot.
We're back,
At
baby.
13 minutes.
We're
13
back.
minutes. I gotta
Back.
remember that.
That's back potatoes, a big baby.
I'm gonna
You know what
bleep
I'm
that
saying?
before we even leave here. Anyways, I don't hate the colorblind. I was obviously fucking kidding. That's obviously a joke. That's a ridiculous thing to be prejudiced
Actually,
against.
it wasn't. Phil likes to beat up colorblind people. He holds conventions and then brings them out back. And if they can't spell out the number that's written in red or green, he actually violently shoots them. He just executes.
I have a question.
execution
Is
style.
there a way to non-violently shoot someone?
I mean, you could be like kind of cute about it. You can be like, you know, like
You could
like
be
you
coy,
can come in,
being a
Dude,
coy gunman.
You can come in and just sort of
Hey
be like,
guys.
you know, like it's just like a quick
"Ah, you
little
fucking
thing.
shot
And
me.
it's like,
Ah,
like you have
ah,
a really,
it's
really
bleeding
small,
everywhere.
It's like
Please."
a really, really inconspicuous pistol, and you just come up, you're just like,
and they're like, get the fuck. But they would be yelling like.
I need.
But no gun
then
is
you
that
just take the
silent.
gun and
Even
just-
with a silencer, a pistol would just be like.
Are you sort of fuck with them, where you're just like,
Oh, I'm gonna do.
Oh,
But
oh.
see, you don't think that they would be screaming? Like they'd be literally be like,
I mean,
blood curdling.
I gotta be
screaming for
honest,
help.
I haven't had a lot of experience holding people.
I'm just
at
thinking about it.
gunpoint, so I
Well, get
can't
your-
speak to that. I
Get your
suppose.
reps up, bro.
I guess so. Yeah,
Um,
absolutely.
But no, I mean, like I feel
Oh,
like
my
any way that
goodness.
you would.
This
Cat is eating off of a dirty dish.
Cat.
It's fine.
Get.
So no, you can't coyly shoot someone. Stop it. No.
You're in the club. You're like, you meet somebody and you're just
Dude, hold
sorta
on.
like-
First off,
you come up
if you're in the
close and you're
club
just
and
like-
someone sees your gun, you better hope no one sees
And
it
you're just-
because for real, you will cause a stampede. Someone will
Dude,
die.
here I'm telling you, you're just. and then you just sort of like
so
dance
loud.
away. You just
To
dance
keep
away.
it small, are you gonna put a silencer in
Yeah.
the club? It's gonna be long as shit.
No,
Everyone's
no
gonna see.
silencer.
Okay, that's loud.
Just
And you know
no
what?
Silencer.
Violent.
Dude, here's the thing though. I don't care if it's that
Now
loud.
that's
the
is
thing.
its own issue.
That is the whole
altogether.
thing. Yeah, you
that
know
is
what I'm
its
saying?
own issue.
That's its own thing, baby.
I turned up our volume so we
yeah,
can
he
actually
did
do
just
the
a little
quiet
bit. Yeah,
parts.
it's really nice. It's always good. So back to Donda after that long
good.
coy gunman tangent.
So I thought Donda was pretty good. Obviously, there's some parts on there and some lyrics that you're like, what are we doing here?
We
Kanye?
are liars.
Okay, I'm gonna say something, and I know someone's gonna get mad at me, and I
Guess
don't
who's
care.
going to jail tonight?
I fixed that track the other day.
What, by putting the drum beat
Yes.
back in?
I put
Yeah,
the
dude,
drum
a
beat
bunch
in
of
the
people
right
on
spot.
TikTok I saw do that actually.
And dude, it sounds so much better. So there's a whole thing about when this released that Universal released it early, like without his consent, right?
Yep.
So what I think happened is that some of the songs, like not all of them, I think Jail was one of them, but I think that some of the songs were unfinished. I don't think that they got fully
Didn't he
mixed how they
say-
wanted to.
Didn't he say that Universal dropped it?
Yeah,
Without his
he
permission?
posted on Instagram. He said Universal dropped my album without my consent.
And also, was the
It's not
jail
finished.
was the jail 2 thing because of dEaD making the insensitive comments about people who have AIDS and like the gay community, or was it like a clearance thing? Because like jail 2's on it now.
I heard the
So
story
what-
behind
what
this.
was
so
that?
basically, one of the things that was happening
I just need to raise
was
this up.
that,
I feel like the fucking Hunchback of Notre Dame.
I was gonna say you're like really
I'm like
bending
so
over.
low. What the fuck is going on? There we go. That feels much better.
Yeah.
Jesus.
Get
God.
that spine straight, boy. I've been sitting with
Oh.
pristine
You've been
posture.
touching that. Give me that jewel right now. Give me that jewel stick. Give me that. Give me that tasty jewel stick.
Give me that death stick.
Give me that cancer-causing death stick.
Cancerous stick. Cat, we are so off fucking track right now, dude. We're fucking children. We have no attention span.
It is sincerely. All right.
All right.
As we were talking about with Donda,
Okay, so
you haven't even touched Certified Lover Boy.
dEaD's manager
Yes.
posted about it. One of the guys managing dEaD at the record label, and said, so Kanye said that Jail 2 wasn't on there because dEaD's manager didn't clear it. Like he called people and he posted screenshots of texts of him texting someone, was like, yo, like I called the manager, no one picked up, like no one would clear it, like no one would answer me. And he was like, actually, and the manager said, he was like, as soon as I saw him post that on the day that it dropped, I walked in, I called the office and I said, hey, would you guys clear this? And they said, yeah, no one called us about it.
Whoa.
And they cleared. He
Okay.
was like, it cleared in 2 fucking seconds. Like this guy's lying. He's just trying to start drama between record labels right now. It's bullshit. Don't believe him.
Interesting.
It was really wild. And
'Cause, yeah, I
then
just
there was
saw it
another
like
thing.
appear on the album one day. I was like, oh shit, there it is. I want to listen to that. Listen to dEaD's verse, and it's a good verse. It was totally
Yeah, it's
worth
a good
it.
verse.
Totally worth
I
it.
agree. Okay, and also there was a whole thing about what song was it on? I
I
can't
don't know the
find it
lyrics.
now that I'm looking for it.
I don't know the lyrics.
There was a song on there that had a an artist named Stallone who was on there.
Stallone.
She's a female artist, and at first, Ariana Grande was posted on this album to be on this album,
Interesting.
and she posted a thing that was like, "I'm not on this album, but congrats to like the actual artist who was," and it was like a picture from Stallone's Instagram of her recording vocals for the fucking track.
Interesting.
So I don't know
Cool,
where it went.
okay.
I'm on looking at the fucking track list right now. I don't see it anywhere. So, oh no, there it is. It's on Donda. It's on Donda and with the world famous Tony Williams.
My goodness.
So he said that Ariana Grande was on that and she actually wasn't, and that was a whole thing.
Yep.
And then there was a whole thing with Soulja Boy where he actually went into the studio and recorded with him, and he even Soulja Boy posted screenshots of the text between him and Kanye, where Kanye said, "Yo, I like your shit. I think you're dope. Come, let's make some music together." And Donda and Soulja Boy was just like, "Yeah, fuck yeah, let's do it. I'm totally down." And then he said he went in and recorded it, and then he just like took him off of the album. He didn't even post it.
Damn. I did see Soulja's tweet about that where
Yeah.
he was calling out Kanye and everything. I didn't know that it ran that deep. I mean, dude,
It was pretty wild.
it sounds like it was another like fucking crazy rushed, turbulent, like process for creating an album. And like, here's the thing,
That's
man.
what he did for Life of Pablo too.
Yeah, I don't work in music like that. You do. So like I can't speak to it. But like,
It's
dude,
wild
here's the
that
thing.
he would wait this long.
Yeah, I work in film, and like I know that at times like the process can be kind of fucking crazy, and you just sort of like you sometimes have to sort of make it up as you go along and do what you have to do, but whatever. Like, I don't know, dude. It just seems like every single time, like the guy is undeniably talented, and like you can debate whether or not you think he's a genius or whatever, but he's also undeniably influenced hip hop and R&B in a way that is profound, and you can't deny that. However, it's just weird to see that, like, it's sort of like that idea that when you grow up you realize that like no adults have it figured out. Like, it's the same thing with your favorite artists. Like, it's clear that no matter who you are, it can still just kind of be a mess. And yeah, like I've listened to Donda. There's some bangers on there, dude. Like there's genuinely some great tracks. I really enjoy Okay. I really like Jonah. I really like, of course, both parts of Jail as well as Moon. Like, like there's some really, really great tracks on there.
I don't like Jail Part 2 because specifically it has Marilyn Manson on it.
Oh,
I
didn't know that,
don't
actually.
fuck with Kanye for putting him on that fucking album.
I didn't know
With
that.
everything going on. Did you hear the testimony of
I
the woman who's
didn't.
testifying against him, who was
No.
like his ex-girlfriend? Dude,
I'm sure it was dark.
the
as
shit he did to her
Yeah.
and
Dude,
like
I
how
believe it.
manipulative he was, bro. I don't fuck with you, Kanye, because you fucking, one, put him on the album, and two, brought him to the fucking, like, he's in the middle of a fucking trial
Totally-
right
no,
now.
no,
He's in the
totally
middle
valid.
of trials.
It's totally valid.
That's so fucked up.
I'm with you on that 100%.
Dude, like, bro,
You can't do that.
that one is just like wild. Like, that's like
No.
bringing OJ onto some shit during the fucking trial. Obviously, it's not murder. Little different. But I mean, like, it's in a celebrity
Still
in
a
the middle of a
heinous-
heinous fucking
Yeah,
trial.
heinous crime, dude. Like
Yeah.
like undeniably evil shit. To do
Yeah,
to somebody.
horrible.
Yeah,
Crazy.
life changing.
Yeah.
You
So
know?
that was one thing. That's one song I just can't fuck with, and it's the reason that I can't say that this album.
I'm not even gonna lie. I
It's,
didn't
like,
even know
really,
Marilyn
really
Manson
good.
was on it. I thought it was just all Kanye's vocals.
I want to change what I said earlier. I think the album's not great. I think it's good.
That's fair.
I forgot to take that into account when I came in.
Standout tracks for you.
Okay, standout tracks for me. Also, I didn't say how long it runs. My apologies.
Yes. How many tracks? How long does it run? Give us the information.
27 tracks. It's an hour and 8 minutes, so it's almost 2 hours of music.
Well, it's 108 minutes.
Yeah, 108, almost 2 hours.
Yeah. I guess,
It's like 12 minutes away
Yeah.
from being 2
Yeah.
hours.
No, you're right. Yeah, that makes sense.
Yeah, I am right.
Yeah. Dude.
Slut.
Don't make me. That's what you get.
Sorry.
Did you kind of like that a little bit. I
Sorry.
like it when I knock you around. a little bit.
Stop it, dude. Stop. No,
Dude,
like, not on
dude.
camera.
Dude.
Not on
We
the
talked
mic.
about this.
We're not doing this.
We talked about this.
We're not doing
We
this.
talked about this.
We're not doing this. Stop it.
So overall, you would recommend Donda?
Okay.
Some standout tracks for you? Anything
I
that
think
you
people should
really
listen to Donda
like?
because if they have been following Kanye at all in the last 5-6 years, I think that they should listen to Donda because there's some sounds in there that are just like, that's very reminiscent of like old Kanye. And old Kanye in the way of like the sense of like his producing and like some of the shit that he did to his voice, not in terms of lyrics. I think he's off the fucking deep end with his poetic lyricism, but that's his thing. Some standout tracks: Jail, Off the Grid, Hurricane, Jonah, 24, Moon. I think Moon is my favorite track on the album right now. It just is fucking unreal. The way that he produced the soundscape of that song is like very fucking good, and it really feels like I'm like going in the moon. Like I saw a TikTok the other day of this astronaut who had footage from him in space, and he was like, "This is my first time listening to it. You can't even imagine how it fucking sounds while I'm in space right now." I can't imagine seeing the moon in space, like floating, and hearing like, "I wanna go to the moon."
Dude, it's so good. It is. Yeah, I mean, far and away
So
better
good.
than his
So
last
good.
full album offering.
Let's
that he
see.
was able to
Other
do.
step, Jesus Lord, only because it's so catchy.
Fair enough.
Know someone that needs Jesus. So
Yeah.
good.
Very good.
So good.
Kanye, you've done it again.
Come
you
to Life is
bastard.
pretty good. That's really it. Everything else, I'm like, meh. Take it or leave it. Obviously, I like Donda just for the
Could be
like
kinda good.
sheer theatrical nature of it. I think that
The
that's
Donda
fucking
chant?
Great. Yeah,
Donda.
that's something I would do.
Donda,
I would
Donda,
definitely do
Donda,
some shit like
Donda.
that. If my mom
Donda,
died, regardless of how she
Donda,
died, I
Donda.
would definitely do some shit like that.
That's fair.
And I probably will.
Probably will.
Anyways, I think that's it. Now, on to Certified Lover Boy. I have
That I have not really
two
listened
albums
to.
I got to do real quick.
Got to talk about 2 albums.
Certified Lover Boy. Let me bring
You
it up
got
real
like
quick.
4 minutes before we have to stop really quick.
Should we stop real quick?
I mean, we can if you want to.
Yeah, I would like to stop because
Okay, cool.
I'm going to go on a little kind of ranty thing here. So we're going to stop for a second. And you know what? Don't leave. How can I get through? Don't leave so soon. We'll be right back in 3, 2, 1. It doesn't really matter anyway. That was good.
That was pretty good.
I like
Not
that.
bad. Got some good rhythmic shit going on.
Just start doing Tibetan throat singing.
Welcome back to the Chase is Dead podcast. You are home for white men doing Tibetan throat singing.
I like this podcast.
Someone's gonna murder us one day.
Yeah.
One
It'll
day.
probably be one of us.
Yeah, we'll get shot. Yeah.
No. Like I'll murder you, or you'll get murdered by me.
Or maybe like
No.
but
Nope. Not even close.
I'm just saying if I
Okay, how about this? You
Maybe-
attempt to murder me,
maybe there's
and then I quickly overpower you and murder you instead,
quicksand
with zero to little damage
these
to me.
large elephant tusks.
What are you saying?
Something swings and
Are you describing a Scooby
my
Doo esque trap right now?
More like Home Alone, Kevin McAllister.
Where the fuck does he get an
just-
elephant
you-
tusk?
comes swings and you it's stabbed
Where would
into
this
me.
happen?
And then you okay, so
So,
hear me out. So
how
the
would
stairs-
you even rig that up?
So
To have the
it's a
force
system
for
of-
it to go
it's a
through
system
me?
of pulleys, and I just have it hanging from an extreme angle, but on a very taut, maybe a metal bar, and it just.
You don't think I would hear
ah.
the sound of?
I mean, I don't think you'd have enough time to get out of the way. It's gonna be a quick.
Where would you do this? Grand Central?
Your stairs.
You know how big an elephant tusk is,
your
bro?
stairs.
My stairs.
Yeah, I'm gonna put it
At
on
my
your
apartment.
stairs.
And you think I wouldn't see it?
You walk up. It's like it could be hidden in a compartment somewhere.
No. Sorry. No. Sorry.
No, you can't. I'm sorry.
That's not going to happen.
Just don't want to give up on that dream. No,
Why would you even murder me with an elephant tusk? That
coming-
seems so like
you-
out of the way.
just-
You know what I mean? Like,
it's in me, and
I think I would probably die pretty
I got-
instantly,
I
or
got
like
you.
be screaming or being like "fuck you." Why
Or-
would you do this
or
to me?
even-
I
or
thought we
even-
were best
And
friends.
then you're just like, it's in, and you're like trying to take it out, and I just come in. and
Why would
maybe-
I would not try to
and,
take it
and
out?
you're, like eating.
That's like
eating
the
some-
first thing you're supposed to do when stuff
and-
gets stabbed into you
and
is
then-
not take it out
and
because
then
you'll
eating-
die.
I'm eating some stroganoff, and I come
You're
over. and I
eating
like-
during
and I
this?
yeah, I just come over and nostril.
Did you have it
and
next to you while you were
just
doing the
eating-
fucking
yeah,
pulley system?
Yeah,
then
that's the
you have a
thing.
table,
I have a microwave.
and you think I wouldn't
think-
see this in my
I think I'd
staircase?
grab the stroganoff.
My
and
very tight
well, I do
one-person
some,
staircase.
I'd get some permits and do some contracting work and build some cubby compartments.
Now
for
you're
these
just putting
things.
so much money into it. You
But-
could just shoot me in the
And
face
it
for
just-
$500
no, I
bucks.
don't think that's not the point. The point is for you to know that it could work, that you could see my genius. I want you to know I'm doing it to you in the end.
All right.
This is my
I
take.
guess I
This
could-
is my
I
take
guess I
on
respect that.
on
I
the
don't-
Riddler. This is my like
Huh.
Edward Nygma, Jim Carrey.
I mean, I
character.
guess I respect that. You know,
Want you to know my name is. Want you to
I
know
don't remember that at
God.
all.
No, like I'm saying, like that would be my version.
Oh,
of
that's
that.
you doing your
Yeah.
like Riddler thing
Yeah.
to me. Huh. Okay.
Want you to know, got you good, man. So, Certified
No.
Lover Boy, you want to
All
talk
right.
about? You want to talk about your album a little bit?
Yeah, let's go to Certified
You wanna
Lover Boy.
talk about
C.
your album a little bit.
I'm not Can we blur out the C I just did? Can you write that down, please? I accidentally just threw up a gang sign like blatantly. Can you
get
please
murdered.
blur that out so I don't get shot? I am not affiliated at all. Please. So for CLB,
Phil's a
I'm not
full
doing anything with
patch.
my hand.
He's a full patch Hell's Angel. Actually, Phil is.
That actually is true.
Yeah,
I am
he's-
affiliated
yeah,
with the Hell's Angel.
He is.
Angel? Philip? Hell's Angel? Well, there is technically one angel in hell, but we don't have to get into
You're
that.
just like,
We don't have to get into the whole Lucifer debate because technically he's not. It's fine. Whatever. You know, it doesn't. We're not going to get into it.
Lucifer's hot as fuck, dude.
For sure. That's like the
For
whole thing is that he's the
sure.
most beautiful angel. He was
Yep.
God's favorite.
Yep.
Liked him better than his.
Once every episode. One time.
Eventually, we might do it.
We might do it.
We might
You gotta
kiss.
tune
You have to
in. You
keep
gotta see it.
watching.
We'll sneak it in
We'll
like
kiss
randomly.
when our first video gets to 1,000 views.
Yep.
When
Or
one
if
of
we
our-
get
whatever-
to
whenever
1,000
a-
subscribers.
Yeah. No. Okay. Yeah. Well, kissing for 1,000 subs. We'll do that. Well, we'll kiss for 1,000 subs.
You better get us there.
Yeah. Yeah.
You better get us there.
So certified lover boy.
My heart yearns
This-
for you.
So I want to put context into this of what my view of this album is, right? Because I think personally, Drake is in his OG phase. And what I mean when I say that
What does that mean?
is, you know how when Snoop Dogg at some point in his music stopped being gangster and was like was just like Snoop Dogg, you know what I
He
mean?
was
Like what
just
we know as
him.
now, what we know Snoop Dogg as now, like that aesthetic.
He just became himself.
Yeah, like and he stopped
Yeah.
like rapping as much about like the violence and everything, and just like the mostly just
started
talked about like
talking
smoking
about his life.
weed and just being like, I got bitches, we be in this club, like we're just hanging out. Like he started having that like mellow vibe, and was kind of like, then he started doing all those like entertainment things and stuff like that. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Does that make sense?
Yep.
Or
Less
like
Long
who's
Beach,
another
more Long
person?
Island.
Yeah, who's another person? Like not Ice Cube, because Ice Cube went a totally different route.
Yeah, he went the entertainment route.
Like Dr. Dre. You know how
Yeah.
like Dr. Dre at some point,
Started rocking his own shit.
yeah, or like
He didn't
his
need the NWA
Exactly,
identity.
or like-
He
or
was
like
just
any-
Dr. Dre.
or like any like before he left Death Row, before he started why am I forgetting his-
Interscope,
Interscope? Is that him?
I believe so.
I'm gonna look it up, and I can't believe I can't remember.
I'm a huge Eminem fan, so I should know this.
Aftermath
Oh, it is Aftermath.
and
that's right.
Ruthless. Oh, he did start Interscope though.
Yeah. Yep.
But before he
Aftermath.
when he gets on tracks now, it's like he does the Dr. Dre thing. You know what I mean?
Very true.
Like he has like a certain structure and like bubble of like the things he talks about.
Yeah.
Like, you know, he's got his things that he always mentions.
Yeah,
and
he has
everything.
a
It's
he has
like,
a common
he
mythos.
checks the boxes of this is a Dr. Dre verse, right?
Yep.
That's what I think Drake is doing now. I think he's at that point because he
Yeah.
is solidified. It's undoubtable.
Oh,
If
yeah.
you know anything about hip hop and rap, he
Drake.
has solidified himself as one of the greatest to do
Yeah,
it.
and he's also influenced the sound in a similar way
Absolutely.
to Kanye,
He's
and that's
literally
the
like
thing.
changed the fucking genre.
Yep,
So
absolutely,
I think he's
and
in that
influenced
phase.
a generation of
Yeah,
artists.
and now he just
undeniably.
signs his people to OVO, and OVO is fucking massive. I mean, it's one of the biggest. It's probably the biggest Canadian record label right now in terms of popularity, in terms of like everything like that. Yeah, I don't know. I think it's very interesting. I think, yeah, I saw it. Oh, I saw the shadowy entity. I'm gonna do it when I
Shadowy
start
entity.
introducing the tracks and everything. So this album to me is like the pinnacle of this, you know, of like this thing. I think his last kind of like
Drake-
hoorah was the tapes. What was that last album he put out with him and like
the dark demo tapes.
the dark demo tapes?
Dark
I think it
demo
was
tapes.
that was his last hurrah of being like, I'm with the shits. Like he kind of did like a Lil Wayne thing. That's who I was thinking of. Lil Wayne when he got into his OG phase. You know what I mean? He
Yeah.
changed and
he just
like
changed
does
into Lil Wayne.
does like the thing.
Yeah.
He does the Lil Wayne verse.
So he's in
Uh,
his self. Drake has moved into his self-titled phase.
He's in his idol phase.
He's moving
He's
into
an
his,
idol.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? And like
He's not greatest hits phase.
I mean,
but
he's
the
been an
phase
idol.
before that.
That's why I think it's the OG phase. You know what I mean? Like he's hit OG phase. He's like, he's got some like nice weight and meat on him now.
He
He's
does.
like
He looks
full
good, dude.
Beard. He's like
He looks
relaxed.
healthy.
He's laughing. Dude, the Way Too Sexy music video is literally like a joke. It's hilarious.
shit is
He's
killer.
funny. He's
It's
funny.
so good.
He doesn't care.
The like
because
romance,
nothing you do. He talks
romance
about it.
covers.
Yeah. He
like
talks
those
about it in
parodies.
one of his songs. He's like, Ye cannot change the way things are. Like this shit is set in stone.
Yeah.
It's done. He will forever be Drizzy Drake. Like
Yeah.
he is one of the
No,
hip
yeah,
hop
dude.
OGs.
He's in there now.
You know,
There's no denying
he doesn't
Drake.
care.
I'm not the
And
biggest Drake
it's
fan.
kind of great, and that's why like when you listen to this stuff, you
Yep.
gotta just not care. Like don't look too deep into it anymore. And I don't think he wants people to look super deep into it. Like he leaves his messages for those people and they know who they are and everything else is for us to just be like, yeah, fuck yeah, it's more Drake music.
Yep, more of Drake stuff.
And this was way better to me than what Scorpion was. I think Scorpion was
completely-
lazy.
yeah,
I think
everything I've
Scorpion
heard
was
off of
fucking
it.
derivative as shit. And it's not, and he wasn't yet in the OG phase. He was still
Excuse
like
me.
the way that he marketed it and everything. Like Certified Lover Boy had a huge debut on
Yeah.
Spotify. It's literally
Dude, those
it's
billboards.
the biggest now. It's the biggest.
billboards were dope.
Yeah,
that he put in
but do you
every
remember
city
how
where
much
he's just
hype
like
he put into fucking
Scorpion.
Scorpion?
Yeah, I do.
He
I do
did like
remember that.
half of that, and it
Yeah.
did even better than
Dude,
what
the
Scorpion did.
press
with way
run was
better,
crazy.
with way better reviews and way better feedback from the audience and from his listeners, even from like just people outside of his main focus like fan group and everything.
Yep. But yeah, man,
So,
like I'm not
that is the
always the biggest
context.
Drake fan, but I mean, again, it's undeniable, man.
Yeah.
Like you can't.
So that is my context of this album. Is I'm looking at it like, obviously I care about it and I'm paying attention. Zoo, hey, she doesn't care.
Yeah,
She doesn't care because she's a
not gonna
cat.
care
She's not
anymore.
a dog.
Yep.
And I don't know why I did that. Because she's not a dog. You
Yep.
know what I mean?
She's just not gonna listen.
Um,
She just not gonna listen.
will you hold this for me real quick?
Oh,
The
yes,
album looks
I
like
shall.
this.
I've got 2 mics right now. Oh, Phil, don't do this. Do not do this. Phil, please. Oh, God. No, please. You can't. We already told you this was going to give you esophageal cancer, dude. You can't do. Oh, God. Do you know that Phil actually has a lot of enjoyment in pulling things out of his throat?
This is what the album looks like.
God. Wet.
Yeah, it's pretty wet.
I'm just gonna hold on. I'm just. Oh God, that's just a lot of liquid right there. I'm gonna.
Okay, that's what it looks like.
That's stuck to the floor.
So this album,
You need to clean that up.
the whole thing is very memey, and this is another thing that I think adds to the whole. To my point that I was making, where I was like, you gotta just not care anymore. Look at the fucking cover art. It's a bunch of pregnant women memes, like emojis, not memes, emojis. Jeez, I just fucking dated myself for a second.
Memes.
No, it looks like my.
I'm about to send you a meme over my
I sounded like my
texting.
mom there for a second.
Did you get
That's
my
pretty funny.
meme? Did you get my meme
I sent
text?
a meme with my text.
Did you get my meme text?
Did you get my meme text? Did you get my mean text, Mom?
What do you kids call
I
it?
hate
Hitting
you.
different? Is that what that is?
Is
if
it
I,
lit? Is
if
it
I
lit?
come into
Is
your
it
room
lit?
late at night, does it hit different?
Is that a thing? Is it lit?
Does it hit? Is it hit different?
Ew.
Do you want it to hit different?
What did you just say?
What did you say?
Ew.
What did you say?
Nasty ass.
What'd you
boy.
say?
I hate you.
Dude, what'd
So-
you say?
The whole thing is
Get outta
covered in
here.
emojis.
Come
I'm
here.
gonna kill
I'm
you,
gonna
dude. No,
shoot
don't
you.
coyly shoot me.
Dude,
Stop it.
get-
With the
come on.
shy.
Dude, come
Why are
here.
you a shy gunman?
Come here. Come on. Just,
No.
Hey, listen. Come
No,
here.
I'm
Come
not
here,
gonna
girl.
consent
Come here,
to
girl.
this.
That's okay.
No.
Come on.
No.
All right. Okay. I'll get you eventually.
No, you
We'll
won't.
be interested.
I'm not gonna be interested.
You're gonna be interested in the shooting.
Okay.
One day.
Anyways, this whole thing, it's just fun.
Yeah.
And that's why I like it a lot. A
It
lot
is.
of it's just fun because he doesn't care. He does not give a fuck anymore. And
Yep.
I like it. I kind of
Cool.
respect it.
Yeah.
Also,
you have to. Absolutely.
real quick,
Yes.
to go in between the beef between the Donda and CLB release.
Yes.
So there's
think
an
it's real?
interview out there. Yes, I do
Yeah.
think there's real beef.
I do
because
as
of
well.
an interview that I saw, and the link to the interview will be posted down below in the description. I'm gonna give it to him. there's an interview that talks about Drake literally talks about why he has beef with Yeezy now.
Damn.
Why there's beef with Ye and Dre.
And do tell Phil, why do
Drake.
they have beef now?
So everyone remembers "Lift Yourself," the
Of
Kanye
course.
West song that came out when everyone was like, he's losing his fucking mind. When he was like, "Scoop de whoop, poop de whoop de scoop, scoopity poop poop, poopity whoop de coop de scoop."
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah. That was pretty wild.
So
Without the context, it definitely seemed like he was just
everyone
absolutely going
was
off.
like, why the fuck did he release this?
Why? Yeah.
And
why did he make that?
When Drake talked about it, this really, what this interview and what this testimony by him tells me is that like Kanye is actually way more in control and cognitive than we are giving him credit for.
Yeah.
He knows
absolutely.
exactly what he's fucking doing. He's always known. I don't ever think he really came off. Like really ever like fell off mentally. Like I think he
It's a bold claim.
like, yeah, like now that I'm looking back on it, like, so basically what Drake talked about is that
I think he definitely had some like psychotic episodes.
everything. I know.
I should actually qualify that.
I think he was manic.
Manic
Yeah, I think he was
episodes.
manic,
Sorry.
but I think he was still like he doesn't. I don't think he regrets the things that he did during his manic episodes.
Well,
is
I
what I'm
mean,
saying.
there was an interview that I just read recently where they were talking about how Kanye sort of admitted to cheating on Kim during his St. Pablo tour in 2016. And it was like an unnamed source, but they were talking about how everyone just
You
could
help
not
her.
believe what he was saying, like to a bunch of people. Like he was like literally going off in front of the crew and cast members, just basically saying like how he was like the best and how he was like fucking groupies like on the tour and shit like that. So like, I don't know, man. Some of those public episodes, especially where he was like breaking down and like, you know, the TMZ incident and all that sort of thing. Like, I think he's definitely cognizant, like, but I think the man has definitely had some severe episodes where he struggled
100%.
with.
But when I say like, okay, I
coping.
shouldn't say cognitive then, but I still think that he.
Stop it.
that we're having cat issues.
Cat, hold for cat.
This cat's hilarious.
This cat is
Anyways,
ridiculous.
yeah. Stop it. Oh, she left. Okay. No, she didn't. She's right there.
She's
Anyways,
scratching on the
It's
pole.
fine. We're gonna move on. We got it.
We got it.
We're gonna
good.
work through
It's
it.
totally
Because
fine.
I have a denoiser and it doesn't matter. You can't hear it.
You can't even hear what's going on right now.
stupid
you fucking
bitch.
idiot.
You
What are you
fucking
doing? Why are you
idiot.
even watching this
I
podcast
hate
right
you.
now? What are you, colorblind? What do you want Phil to kill you?
Oh, you're scared.
Oh, you
You
can't
were
even
scared,
see.
dude.
You
You
can't
were
even
fucking
see right
scared.
now.
If my hand was green, you'd think it was great. It's so rude.
It's horrible. Why are we
Anyways.
doing?
Kanye and Drake had no beef, right? Kanye goes, "Hey Drake, I want you to sing on this beat. You can have this beat. I don't want you to use it." And what was that beat? Lift Yourself.
Yep.
And he sent it, and Kanye and Drake wrote 2 verses for it. He wrote an entire song, 2 verses for this beat,
Two
right?
whole verses.
For this beat.
2 whole verses.
Sends it back to Ye to be mixed. Then Kanye drops it with his poopty whoopty scoopty fucking bullshit. And I hated that song, and I hated how many people memed the shit out of it because I could not. I thought it was stupid. I never thought it was funny. I thought it was just stupid. So Drake was like, "Oh, okay, I understand. Like he's trolling on me. He's trying to like get under my skin. He's trying to like big dog me."
Yep.
And like from then he was like, I'm gonna take a step back. I'm gonna distance myself. And then apparently Kanye kept pushing it with things here and there. He would just go on Instagram and be like, "Drake said this, fuck you, Drake," all this shit, and he would just like make shit up. And so so Drake was just like, "All right, like I'll mess with it a little bit. I'll like mess with it." And then he posted
Speak
that
on it
address.
a little bit.
He posted that address, and now from that address, now we get to the track list. And then the first track I want to talk about is 7 a.m. on Bridal Path.
7 a.m. on the bridal path.
Dude, that is like one of the craziest, not disses that Drake has done, but like beef. No, that's not true. Actually, I take back everything I just said. The story I've added on and Pusha T thing, that was wild. And what he did for Back to Back and Charged Up
Talking
against Meek Mill,
back.
I take back everything I said. But like talking from like the level that Kanye and Drake are at, these guys talking back to each other, to put this on an album, to say, give that address to your driver, make it a destination, not just a post. Dude, like to say like, all right, pull up.
Yeah.
Like do
To
it yourself.
Kanye.
Do it yourself.
To
don't
Kanye,
send your
dude.
fans after me and shit. Do it yourself. You really want to be with it, do it yourself. And that's why I think that's one of the things also that I'm like, Drake is in his fucking OG phase because he's like, I do not give a shit.
I'm
If
solidified.
you want to do this shit, then pull up and let's fucking do it. Like
Let's go to war, man.
I don't do this theater shit anymore.
Yeah, let's go to war.
You know
if
what I mean?
You
Like,
want
let's
to.
fucking do it if we're gonna do it.
Yeah, that's badass, dude.
Yeah. So
that is badass.
this whole thing starts off with champagne
listen,
poetry.
that's
champagne
badass.
poetry. It's not a great opening. I'm not gonna lie.
It's not. I listened to that.
I wish he had started the album
Dude,
with
the Poppy's Home
with
thing.
if he had started the album with Poppy's Home, which is the second track in the album.
Is that the one where he's like, shout out to all my juniors at the beginning of the
I
album?
don't think
He's like,
so.
across the world, shout out to all my juniors. Then
Ugh,
I was
I don't
like,
like
dude,
that.
what the fuck was
well, dude,
that?
there's another fucking
So
there's another
ridiculous.
ride in here in Way Too Sexy that says, I need more teens in here. I like it when it's crowded.
Hey, do me a favor. We're just gonna pull the lever right here, stop the brakes on that train. Yo, what the fuck you saying, Drake?
Why do you
There's
like
a
the
lot of
teens?
accusations out there, Drake. Why are you talking about teens on your new
Why
album,
are you talking
Drake?
to Millie Bobby Brown, Drake?
Why are you talking to Billy?
Millie
Billy,
Bobby Brown.
Billy, Willie? Why are you doing it?
Philly dilly, pilly chilly.
Chili Willie.
She be feeling chilly and
She
this
be
Billy
chilly,
Willy,
chilly,
Billy,
Willy,
Billy, Bobby
Billy,
Brown.
Billy.
Millie Billy Bobby Brown.
The
I like
point is,
that.
Drake, what you trying to say, man? What you trying to say? What are you trying to admit
What are you
to?
trying to admit to? Okay, now
What are
that
you
we've
trying
gone
to
off of
cop
that,
to?
now that we've gone off on the allegations that Drake is a pedophile, we're not saying that,
Creeping on the kids.
but I've heard allegations about that.
We're gonna have some headlines flying
Especially,
by.
the video of
right
when
here.
he's like, "Are you 18?" She's like, "I'm 16," and then you continue to kiss her on stage at your concert.
Yeah,
but
it
we
was
won't
pretty
get
crazy.
into that. But
Yeah,
we
that
won't
was
get
pretty wild,
into that,
Drake.
even though I just said it. We won't get into that.
Even though I'm gonna post it right here so you can see just a second of the clips.
You look very nice tonight, by the way. I like curly hair. I like your hair. Stand right there. I'm gonna get ready for you because I gotta be ready for you.
You can just take a look at it, but we're not gonna get.
But we're not getting into that.
That's not what we're gonna
We're
be
not
talking
go-
about.
We are not going to be
guys.
getting into
Because we
that.
cannot be talking about it. We cannot be getting into
We're
that.
not going to be
We cannot be getting into that.
We're not going to be getting into that.
We cannot be getting into that.
We're not going to be getting into that. We're not going to be getting into that. Getting into that. Okay. So one
I'm
thing
on the grid.
also, third song in this
I'm on the
fucking.
grid.
Oh, by the way, this runs. There are 21 tracks on this.
21.
6 less tracks than Donda,
Yeah.
and it's 86 minutes and 2 seconds.
Yes, it
so
is.
it's
Hey,
about-
stop eating that flour.
so it's about almost 30
Stop
minutes
eating that flour.
shorter. It's almost a half hour shorter.
Yep, and it
Wild.
still is. Dude,
It's-
and also
it's
what's so
so
interesting
long for
is
an
that
album,
it,
though.
it matches so many of the features are on both albums.
Yeah,
it's
so I was gonna talk
crazy.
about this.
The commentary
Baby,
there is
Jay-Z,
wild.
Travis
yeah.
Scott, Young Thug being on both.
Isn't
Future doesn't
Kid-
go on Kanye show.
isn't Kid
I think they
Cudi?
have actual beef.
Kid Cudi's on both.
Kid Cudi is on both. I think Lil Wayne is on both.
No, he's not.
He's not.
I'm
Okay.
pretty sure he's
21
not.
Savage is on both. Pretty sure.
I'm not sure about that one either.
I'm gonna punch you in your mouth.
Dude, I will attack you.
I swear to God, 21 Savage is on. this album.
Zoo, please don't
he not on
do
Donda?
that.
Am I? Oh my God, am I capping?
Oh my god! Did
Oh
you
no,
just
no,
spit
it's
out
not
some
21.
cap?
It's Lil Durk. Lil Durk
Did you
is
just
on
spit
both.
out some cap?
Lil Durk is on both. So they're both obviously using the clout to get the biggest people, to get a lot of streams, to get a lot of different fan bases, to do everything.
A lot
But
of
I think it's
features on both.
hilarious.
Feature
I think
heavy.
it's so fucking funny that they have so many of the same artists, and all these guys are like beefing back and forth, and there's so much drama. And everyone, there's a video that was a meme of Lil Baby, and they were just like Lil Baby after being like in the middle of Drake and Kanye's beef, and it's just a video of him like shuffling and like rifling through like $100 bills, like counting money. It's so fucking funny because it's true. I mean, these features, like, that's one of the great things about what
Why do
they're
you have
doing
to
is
pick sides?
they just put
you
out
just fucking do
they
it.
just put out their music.
You
They
just
don't
hop
care.
on.
Like, their beef is private. They don't put it out there really. Lil Durk here and there has been saying names that like some people would say got his cousin killed, but like that's
We're not gonna get
we're
into
not
that
gonna get
here.
into
We're
that
not
there.
gonna
We're not gonna
touch
get into
any
that.
of
We're not gonna be getting into that.
We're not gonna touch it.
No,
You
we're
know,
not
get into that. You know, that's it. That's what I'm talking about.
Yeah, we know what you're talking about. So yeah, let's see. I think this album is very. I think Certified Lover Boy is. At the end of the day, I think it's pretty good.
So here's the thing.
I'm not
Here's what
gonna
I
lie.
want to
I
ask.
think it's pretty good because like it's Drake music, you know?
Here's the thing.
It's more Drake music.
I'm
And
gonna-
who doesn't love more Drake music?
I'm gonna put two scales up on the the screen right here. We got one here, one here. This is gonna be commercially successful and then artistically successful. Which one do you think wins on both categories?
Certified Lover. Whoa.
So we got them both on the
wins
scale.
commercial. No, it actually I know it won commercial because like it literally broke the debut.
Yeah, the projected like sales is supposed
Yeah.
to be crazy too.
Well, no, and also like it literally has
Streaming
the biggest
numbers, right?
debut for any album on Spotify now.
That's insane.
After which I think he was.
So-
I think the second one, the one that was previously first, was Scorpion. I'm pretty sure.
Yep.
Because it literally was in every fucking playlist, and they put him all over the place, and they literally saved it on everyone's account, basically.
So commercially successful, we got Certified Lover Boy. Now over here for artistically
Donda,
successful,
hands down.
You think
Donda,
Donda?
hands down.
Hands down.
Hands down.
Why?
He put his mother's dying heartbeats on the. He put his mother's dying heartbeats on the fucking album as the opener. You want to tell me
Say
that's
no
not
more.
artistically winning?
Say no more.
Pushing the cat. Okay.
We gotta get that cat off
Hold
the
this.
table. This cat,
That's what I thought. That's what I fucking thought.
she ran away
little-
like a
You
bitch.
feline thought. You
bitch.
feline thought.
You calling that cat a thought, right?
I am.
now?
I'm calling him
That cat over there.
a thought.
My goodness.
Cool.
Well, we got 7 minutes. Do you wanna do lore really quick, and then we'll stop, and I'll talk about some Watsky.
Yeah. Oh, my standout tracks real quick.
Yes, that's right.
Poppy's Home.
Okay, fair
Way
enough.
Too Sexy.
All right.
Great. In Too Deep.
Yep.
TSU.
Future.
Those are 3 in a row. It's Way Too Sexy, TSU, and Too Deep. Those are 3 in a row. I think that's a great just through line to go all the way through because Future's on the first and third track of
It's a
that
good
triple.
microcosm
of
of
that
the
little
whole
triple
album.
there.
It seems like
Knife Talk. I think 21 Savage is fucking feature on that is great. It's very classic 21 Savage.
How about Project
7
Pat?
a.m. on Bridal Path. I think it's great. What?
Well, is Project Pat pretty good on that?
Project Path's pretty good. Pretty good.
All right, there you have it. There you go.
And then I Miss You Too. On it with Kid Cudi. I think those are the standout tracks. I like those a lot.
Beautiful.
Yeah.
Well, there you go. So a winner for each on both sides. It looks like they're both got some value. So we definitely recommend listening to both.
I
guys.
would
Give 'em-
definitely
give 'em a listen.
recommend you listening to both, and then also looking into the Kanye and Drake beef yourself, deciding what you think with all the evidence that's presented.
Take a
As
look.
I think everyone should do with every major news event that goes on in the world.
Make an informed decision
Make your
because
own
if
fucking
you
opinion.
don't,
Make your own opinion. Stop
someone
just
will
watching
continue to
headlines
make it
and
for
just fucking do
you.
it. I'm not going to get into that. Not going to get into
I'm not
that.
going to touch it.
We're not going to be getting into that.
You know what we're gonna do
not going to be
instead?
getting into that.
You know what we're going to do instead? We're
We're
going to
gonna
talk about some chase lore.
We're going to talk about some Chase lore.
Chase lore.
Chase
Some chase lore.
Chase lore.
Maybe some chase lore. Chase lore. All right, guys. So if you've been following along, we are currently on the Bible chapter Nehemiah. And the theme
Nehemiah.
is trusting the covenant and covenant keeping with God. So, in accordance with that, and Nehemiah's journey of leaving his exalted position to identify with the plight of his people and lead them into restoration and also demonstrate his dependence on God through prayer, we have a rather dark Chusean chapter to discuss today, unfortunately.
It starts a dark journey.
It does indeed. Do you want to talk a little bit about the Bible chapter first, and then I'll do our sermon?
Yeah,
for
so
today?
basically, like it's like the ending continuation of Ezra, which is the last chapter that we covered. And in Ezra was sent down by Artaxerxes, who was the current king of Persia, to basically be like, hey, the Israelites, who are also what were known as the Jewish people back then, were in Babylonian captivity, and after they got out, the Persians were basically like, yeah, do your thing, make your city, we don't give a shit. You are of no concern and of no threat to us.
Oh, guys, I'm so sorry. We had to stop in the middle of that, but you go right ahead, Phil. What were you saying?
So basically what happened, they were like, hey, do your thing. And so they go and they do their thing, and then Ezra is sent to help them. And then, so Nehemiah is all written in basically the first person of Nehemiah themselves. And he basically talks about, he goes down there and he helps Ezra basically continue to lead the Israelites to rebuilding Jerusalem and the entire Israelite homeland of
Yeah.
their community. Basically, the whole thing, the whole idea, and the main lesson or moral
Theme
kind of theme
within the
behind it
Bible.
is the leadership of Nehemiah, of how he had to overcome. He had to trust in God that he, as an outsider, could come in and help lead the Israelites to completing the recreation and the rebuilding of their holy land, of their holy city of Jerusalem. And basically, there's other people who would try to attack them, like the Samaritans who tried to attack them, and then they were able to fucking negotiate new taxes from Persia because they were still technically under Persian rule, but they were allowed their religious freedom to do whatever they wanted. I just realized I wasn't really talking into the mic. And so that's basically the whole thing. It's about leadership, but also about basically trusting in this new leadership and allowing outsiders to come in and an outside experience to lead you through to salvation, basically. And the way that it comes out in the Chusian books is a little bit different because it's the start of a very long and dark saga of cHaSe himself.
Yeah.
So would you like to?
Yes, absolutely. So, cHaSe in this chapter leaves the temple of testosterone. He leaves the pinnacle of protruding, pounding, pectoral perfection in order to save the city of glucose from their plight with the plague of non-fittedness. That's one of the core sins within the Chusian religion, within and of itself. Actually, the town elder named Fructosis was open and very welcoming of cHaSe, with some open arms and kind of impure intentions of temptation for cHaSe. So cHaSe gains insight for the first time without gains themselves, and he just sort of realizes that how is he going to make the people of this town, how is he going to make really anybody throughout the world see a different perspective as far as fitness and bread making, if he himself has only walked the path of fitness and the path of rye. He's never seen it from a different way. So in another way of putting it, which has become sort of a famous turn of phrase, like a coined phrase by the cHaSe followers of today, which is, how can you preach conservation when you yourself do not see the forest for the trees? It is almost
I would have to absolutely agree. How can you speak on experience or on some kind of, absolute total development of the soul and the mind and the body together in one? How can you talk on that if you yourself have not gone through that transformation? How can you tell a butterfly what metamorphosis is when you yourself were never a caterpillar?
That's it. So,
think about that, science.
That's it. Well, there's a lot of Chusian scholars who even to this day debate, and they're sort of they divide into two schools of thought, the Harvard School of Thought and the Yale School of Thought, as they both, study the anthropology of Chusian
both pretentious,
religion.
Yes.
Exactly. That's it. You know exactly what I'm talking about. So they sort of talk about this moment as being a turning point for cHaSe as a prophetic figure within his own religious saga, and represents the beginning of the first Chusian decline that took place within the scripture that's described by the religion itself. Abrahamic religions at this time are starting to get some traction and get some roots within the biblically holy religion, or a holy region, of the Middle East. And cHaSe loses some followers at this point because he himself is having a crisis of faith, and it actually brings him closer to his fully enlightened form, because he sort of, as we've preached in the past, gains a lot through suffering, through trials and tribulations. And he's really becoming closer and closer to being true and one with the land of rye. So this is marking the beginning of cHaSe's pilgrimage to the land of Kedemaniah. And in the land of Kedemaniah, that's where cHaSe is going to really expand his perspective and open his mind in a way that was illegal, really, in times of the past. So
illegal.
Yes, it's an interesting.
You hear
story.
that, criminals?
I have to
illegal.
tell you. So,
we'll bring it back.
It's an interesting chapter, but the offering for today, as you can see, is this cardboard pizza box from an unnamed and unmentioned,
No free advertising.
Pizza joint, and on top of it, new life sprouts out in the form of these beautiful branched leaves here. And as you can see, even in the darkest of places, even in the most pits of despair, as far as the Chusean religion, which in this case comes in the form of garlic knots with adorning tomato sauce on the side, new life. The promise of renewal, of reformation, and a promise of the covenant of cHaSe and his God coming to be sprouts new life regardless of the darkness in which it grows in. There is no soil that is needed. The garlic will sustain you.
Wow.
Yeah, that's it. That's what we
The
got.
carbs will sustain.
Carbs will sustain. And as always, in cHaSe's name, we pray.
Amen.
Amen. So look out for the next few episodes coming up, because we are going to continue cHaSe's pilgrimage to Kedemaniah.
This is a very interesting sermon group. I just want to say, like, this is going to be a very interesting saga to follow, because this is like what basically separates the Chusean texts from biblical.
Yep.
Like
The
a lot
Old
of it,
Testament and the New Testament.
since then has like kind of been going back and forth of just like, oh, it kind of follows, it kind of follows. This is where it really starts to take its own turn.
Yep.
Within the Old Testament of the first Chusean volume.
We're going to make a little bit of a jump.
There are quite a few volumes of Chusean texts. I mean, he's a couple millennium since humans even discovered his existence. So you know what I mean, like, and he's been around forever.
So if you guys are
You know
getting
what I mean?
sick of all these cryptic lessons, get ready for your 4 favorite guys: Matthew, Mark, Luke, and John. They're
Yeah,
coming
get
out. Here
get
we
ready for
go.
those.
That's it.
Get ready for those fuckers.
That fucking piece of
fucking guys. Those
guys, dude.
fucking guys.
So we made an executive decision while we were off, and I don't believe I'm going to do my album this week, just because we were looking at the time and it's already over an hour long, and we're trying not to go past that, just because we think that it's the most digestible, effective length of time for us to
even at an
shoot
hour, it's
these
a
at.
lot, but
Exactly. So we're going to hold off. Next week, I'm going to talk about Watsky's 2019 album Complaint, and my love for it, as well as all of the great memories that I have associated with it. And I believe Phil's going to find a different new album. So we're going to do a
But I'm not
back-to-back.
going to tell you what it
He's
is
not
right
gonna
now.
let you know.
Ooh, and it's not because I haven't figured it out yet.
No, it's because we wanna scare you.
It's very spooky.
Oh, it's very
And you've been
spooky.
scared.
But you know what's
And
spookier
you're
than any of
intrigued,
that,
So
Phil?
you'll watch the next episode.
Phil.
Huh?
It's scary that Big Shaq hasn't come on our show yet, dude.
It's even scarier that Big Shaq
Big
hasn't come on
Shaq.
our show yet.
Big
I'm
Big
calling you
Shaq.
from not the grave because you're not dead.
You're not dead, Big
Big
Shaq.
Shaq, you're going
And because
to
you're
come
not
on our
dead,
show.
you should hop on a plane. You should get into a
Up
hotel
on the
that
big
we're
plane.
going to put you up in.
Up
and
on
you're
the
gonna
metal bird.
come on here and talk to us about one of your favorite albums, because Big Shaq, we've been fans for years. We love you to death. You're the reason why we got this show off the ground in the first place. We're trying to get a soundboard with all of your sound effects on it. Why the fuck are you not here yet, man?
I would have to agree. Loud sound
It's ridiculous.
included. I agree.
It is ridiculous.
ridiculous.
I don't know what I'm going to have to do. I don't know who I have to beg, borrow, and steal from, but I'm going to get you on the show, Big Shaq.
I will suck seed in getting you on this show if that's what it takes. Okay. Stop it, Coy Gunman. Get out of here.
Come on.
You're not going to
the
shoot me,
Coy
fuckface.
Gunman.
No.
Dude, you just see me come here, and I just you want to see my dance moves.
Noah's
and then I'll
Ark
maybe shoot
was
you
a really
little bit.
interesting story in the Bible.
It is. So, guys, thank you so much for watching. As always, if you can, smash that like button with your nearest cylindrical device. And I have no idea what I was going for on that.
aerosol spray
Yeah,
cans
that's it. Just
included.
smash it with anything that you can that is cylindrical in nature.
And if you are shaped cylindrically in nature, you can also smash it with your body.
That's what you can do, because I'm gonna smash your body anyway.
We're gonna have sex. We're gonna have sex consensually. Consensually. We're gonna have sex consensually. Consensual sex. Consensual sex.
Okay, so guys,
Sorry.
we're gonna be back next week. Check out the next couple
Oh,
of
I'm
episodes.
sorry. Did you wait? I'm sorry. Did you not want me to talk about consensual sex? Are you against consensual sex? Is that what you're saying, Nicholas? Is that what you're saying? Just kidding. We don't have enough subscribers yet to do that.
We don't. We need. How many do we have? Like 30 or something? Not even. I'm pretty
Not
sure
even.
like 16.
We have like 15.
Yeah, 15, 16. So we've got a ways to
985 more before
Got a
we
ways
kiss.
to go.
Before we kiss all over each other.
All right, guys. As always, thank you so much for watching. We'll be back next week. And if you haven't already, check out episode 18 to give it some of this context since we referenced the previous episode quite a few times. Thank you so much for watching, and we will see you on our next episode.
See ya.
Every now and then, they say to me, hey, well, you got that podcast where you're making fun of colorblind people? And I say, hey, neither of us are from the South, so why are you doing that kind of accent? And they go, well, hey, why are you doing it still? Why are you still doing it? And I say, yeah, I should probably drop it. I don't know why I'm talking like that.
Hey,
But
man.
yeah, I don't really understand.
It's like my daddy used to say.
Amen, brother.
Like my daddy used to say.